along with Ken Rand Joy, and this is Boy. What's happening? How you feeling? How y'all doing? What's good?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Mikey, you over there lost for words, man.
You know what? I think one of y'all had y'all phones on, so I started hearing myself twice, and I'm like, what's that?
Wasn't me. Gotta be Ken.
It's all good. I ain't tripping. I just know I heard it. I'm like, oh shit. Like, am I tripping? Like, thought I had a little defect going on, but Welcome to the 40ish Now What podcast, everybody. We appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Can y'all do us a real quick favor, like, comment, and share right now because it's about to go down. But before we get into all that great stuff, what you gonna say, Ray?
I said, what you mean? You talking about these people getting this stimulus check?
Too. Hey, if you got that stimmy, let me get a dollar or two. Holla at your boy.
I didn't get a stimmy, guys. No stimmy for me.
You'll get one. Don't worry. Stimmy will be in your account.
Yeah.
Y'all know how we kick off every show, so get your glasses up. What y'all drink? Oh well. Ray. Oh, Joy, he put in the cup. I thought the man was gonna hit it out the bottom.
Like a Neanderthal.
Salute everybody.
What you want me to go bottle?
Go for the bottle, Ray.
Okay, I'll go for the bottle.
Because you might need it. You might need it tonight.
Straight from the bottle.
That's what you want, Joy?
I'm finna catch all the smoke tonight. Because he ain't gonna give it to you. Because I'm the only female, I'm gonna catch all.
I ain't on nothing. I'm just gonna see where this conversation goes.
I think we're gonna get a lot of comments tonight. I think it's a lot of people gonna have a lot to say about this episode. And so for the ones who don't know about what this episode is, because maybe they didn't read the title, let's just get straight to it. Should men have a say in birth control? Right? Like, whoa. Like, what do you mean? Whoa. Should men have a say in birth control, right? So before we dig into the actual topic, I want to give the people a little bit of background information on how we got here. So we was on social media the other day, and we, just scrolling through and seeing some things, and came across this. There was a post and that said the most disrespectful thing a nigga could do is ask for a DNA test. Like, wow, that's disrespectful. Like, you shouldn't ask for a DNA test in 2021. Like, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Joy, you the female of the show. First of all, real quick.
Okay.
Kat is here. How you doing, Kat?
Hey, boo.
Hi.
How you doing, Kat? So, Joy, how do you feel? Should men have a say in birth control?
So I'm gonna start right here. First of all, the post was disrespectful to start with. So you saying the most disrespectful thing a nigga could do is ask for a DNA
test. Mm-hmm.
First of all, if you pregnant or you think you pregnant, why you calling him a nigga? Let's begin there. That's what's wrong with that. So yeah, I don't like that at all. Like, I don't like that. That shit is not funny. Like, I'm not feeling that. So if you sleeping with somebody, then there is a chance you can get pregnant. So if you can't talk to him about this and he asking you for a DNA test, the situation is all wrong to begin with. All the way wrong. So if you say, man, the most disrespectful thing a man can do is ask for a DNA test. I'm kind of in the middle with this. I know you ain't gonna like that, Ken, right? Like, I don't feel.
What you in the middle about?
I'm in the middle about it. So, first of all, if he gotta ask you for a DNA test, then y'all shouldn't have been fooling around anyway, unprotected or making these slip ups because you don't trust her. And if you don't trust her, you shouldn't be fucking her. So that's where I am with that. But if he does ask you, then that means you're doing something that's a little questionable. And he probably should ask your ass for a DNA test. So I don't think it's disrespectful when you look at it that way. So I can see it from both ends.
What about you, Ken? Ray? What's your thoughts?
It really depends on to be honest, it really depends on how is the relationship formed. It's not necessary on it's just how it's formed, period. If you just if it's just casual sex and you happen to get pregnant, if the woman happened to get pregnant, then you have to say that if this man asked for a DNA test, you shouldn't be surprised. But if it's one of them cases y'all together and y'all living together, yeah, I can understand why that woman could, take it back to that. But at the same time, if he feels that way, he should have every right to get that request.
He should have every right, huh?
Yeah, he should. If he does, then if he feels some type of way about it, then it must be something that he's seen that made him have second thoughts, and it's up to you to clean that up.
Bullshit. If you gotta question me, then we shouldn't have been having sex. And if you think
that sound good, but if your coochie good, then
true.
That's what it is.
I get it. However, like why are you sleeping with somebody that's questionable? Like y'all I'm sorry.
Hold on. So, hell no.
I went there.
Let me get in. Hell no. It ain't about nobody sleeping with you that's because you questionable. It's more so like it's 2021 and shit happens, right?
I don't care if it was 1955.
Hear what I'm telling you. Shit happens, right? Do you know how many men out here taking care of kids that ain't theirs? Like and trusted
or unknowingly?
Both. And trusted the woman because she said that this was his baby and this was his girl that he was living with, and he trusted this is his wife that he living with that he trusted, and she went and did something. So it ain't because he felt like she doing something questionable. It's just more so like, yeah, let me just make sure.
You are questioning. You are being a big contradiction.
No, I said it's not that. No, I said it's not that he's questioning it. I'm saying that it's not that he feels like she's doing something questionable. Shit just happens. I could trust you all I want. That don't mean you ain't cheat.
Yeah. And come on, let's be honest. We all been young. Don't act like you ain't played Russian roulette in sex before.
I haven't. I got one kid, and I'm 39 years old.
Russian roulette don't mean you got pregnant multiple times. Russian roulette mean you was fucking raw regardless if you got pregnant or not.
Say it too. Say it too.
So answer the question. Let's be truthful. Have you ever had unprotected sex
with somebody I wasn't in a relationship with? Absolutely not.
Okay, respectful. I ain't mad at you.
Now I do. Let me tell you something.
I played Russian roulette before. I will not lie. There was a time that I played Russian roulette, but I ain't got a bunch of kids everywhere. And, I ain't that guy.
And to expand on that, you know why? Because the first time I tell a man that I'm pregnant and he's not a little bit afraid and excited at the same time, no, I always wanted that to happen. So I never put myself in those type of situations where it was like, oh shit, I could be pregnant by this man. No, I didn't. I
feel you. I ain't mad at that.
So that's the perspective I see it as.
But like I say, at the end of the day, man, it's just some foul people, some foul women out here, right? Like
it is. That's fucked
it's
up.
Some super foul women out here. Like we got some comments, right? So I want to get into a couple of the comments. Shout out to Kat. Kat said, I can see both ends of it, but how things are these days, you just never know. Many guys I know are taking care of kids that aren't theirs and find out years later, which is absolutely true.
Yeah.
Absolutely true. Shout out to LaRon. LaRon said it ain't disrespectful. It's 2021. Motherfuckers always talking about sneaky links, so a nigga will never know if it's baby or not. Again, true. Like you just never know. Like, and so the main topic of tonight's conversation is, should a man have a say in birth control? Meaning, if this woman claims that this is your baby. Should a man be able to say, well, I don't want nothing to do with this baby? Not saying that she got to get an abortion, but I don't want nothing to do with this baby, so I'm out, and he's not legally responsible for the baby? Or, is everything content? Y'all feel like everything, the way it's going right now, y'all content with the way it's going?
So I can respect that, right? Because if it was an accident, like for whatever reasons, if it was an accident and he like, look, I ain't ready for no kids. I don't really want kids, or I have too many kids. This isn't a situation I want. I think he has every right to say that. And I think he has every right to get out of that situation, because he's already expressed to you or expressed to this woman that I don't want any more kids. I got too many. Like, I think you should respect that, because you can be out here, you say, you know what, I want to keep this baby and I want to do this and that, but you have to take this on. Like, do I want to do this by myself, or can I do this by myself? Because he has already told me that he's not in agreement with it. So a man should have a say in birth control, because it's not fair. It's not fair for one person to make this decision, the woman, and you guys both engaged in that act to make this baby. So they should absolutely have a say in birth control. It's a discussion that they can have. And if you can lay down and be intimate and do all this nasty shit, and we can't have a conversation about having a baby, the consequence of having sex, then there's a problem. There's a real problem right there. So men should always be able to say how they feel about birth control.
Hey, I got a question to you, Joy. Is it really an accident?
Yeah.
I don't know, because when when you have intercourse, and if a woman's fertile, there's a chance that woman can get pregnant at any time. Okay, yeah, you can take the preps or whatever to avoid it. So
you can pull your pull out game strong, all that kind of stuff.
Pull out game or whatever. I can understand. Accident could be condom broke. I can go with that. I can go with that as an accident. But
the pull-out method does work though too.
Oh, it does. It does. It depends on who's pulling out.
True, because y'all get weak and convulse and can't move, and sometimes I done been there. I done seen the shit. But here's the thing. Now, is that really an accident too? Because you knew it was coming. You felt the build up. So you trying to tell me you that weak that you couldn't go past the build up and do the right thing because you don't really want kids?
Well, to that point you making, I actually have a friend that had a girl sit on his dick and wouldn't get off her.
Because she was stronger than him, right? Because she was stronger than him. That is the biggest bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
Are you kidding me?
Say that.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm being very serious. I think it's bullshit.
Are you kidding me? How can you control? How can you push a woman off of you while she on top? Like how you gonna push her off in the middle of you?
Stop.
Like, wait, let me tell you why you can't understand it. You don't have a penis. Like you can't say how that's going. How do you control that? Like this thing finna erupt. So you at your weakest moment ever. And you think you're gonna be able to lift a 200 or 150-pound woman off of you at the same time? Like, what kind of gladiator you think you're dealing with?
You knew it was coming. It don't sneak up on you.
And what if you said get up? Get up. What if you said get up? And she said no.
Because that's real effective. You tell
how you gonna get off? How are you gonna stop her? Like she's never mind.
You have to hold her by the hips.
Have you ever had I got a quick question, Joy. Have you ever had a male orgasm?
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't speak on that. Like that's a whole. You at your weakest. Like there's nothing you can do. you like whoa.
That happens when it happens. You know what I'm saying? That happens when it happens.
You ever heard of pre-cum? Like the pre. It's coming. Like it ain't.
Yeah, I'm clear. And I've been, to be honest, I actually have been pregnant off of pre-cum. So I get it. I'm like, oh, we made it. Like you got out, you came out, and everything is all good. So I get it. But here's the thing: even if that didn't happen, Just lift her up and finish on her back.
It don't work like that. You can't. It don't work like. Just imagine this girl is going. I'm gonna give y'all too much, but just imagine this girl is, she riding. I'm talking about she like on the bull, like, and I'm talking about she going and like let's put a little speed to it, right? Ain't no getting her out. She didn't build that friction up and all. Ain't no pushing her off and getting her off, especially like when you there, like. She didn't locked on you. She didn't hit you with that.
And so now
because that snapper ain't no getting her off.
So now I gotta sit up.
We gonna sound like physics.
So now I gotta sit up, which leads me back to this. Then when you lock them up, ain't no one moving. You ain't never lied. but here's the thing with that. So you saying you ain't gonna be able to get her up. So your ass can't say shit to her if she doesn't, or she gets pregnant, or she get pregnant because your ass was weak.
Joy.
What?
You can't make light of her action. She caused the action. So because you're going to somewhere I want to go. You know how many women have trapped men with that? Like
exactly.
Like
trapped?
Hey,
trapped.
You know what, Joy? You sound like you ain't slamming on cocks.
You feel me? Like what are we talking about right now?
I'm just trying to look at it from all angles. Like I see it from all angles. You know what I mean?
So have you ever been pushed across the room? Like
hell
get
no.
up off me? Exactly. What the hell you talking about? So what you talking about? Like it ain't happening. And it don't make me weak because I can't push you.
My bad. I thought it was just me.
Man, it's physics. It's physics. Like if you look at it, you got a 150-pound woman. I'm just using 150 pounds. It could be 300 pounds.
It could be 20. It could be 100 pounds. She could be a little one. But that don't mean nothing.
When they coming with you at pressure, that becomes more weight than what it was.
Facts.
I think you guys are just making excuses.
Excuse that ain't no excuse. Like it's happened.
So this is going somewhere I really don't want it to go. So
do a test run tonight, Joy. Do a test run tonight.
So this is what I don't understand. So how come sometimes you can come in other places, but just one or two or three times you just couldn't make it out? Because it was just that one instance where you just couldn't come out. Because don't act like you coming in every time.
Wait, I'm lost. What you mean?
Okay, so how are you releasing in this woman every time when sometimes you can come out and come on her back, come on her stomach, come on her face, do all of these things? You made a conscious decision to do that. So how come you can't do it all the time? It's just
because you're in control. You're in control. If she on top of you, ain't no pushing up. That's what we trying to say. Like she. So
now you're telling me women are only getting pregnant when they ride men. That's not what.
No, that's definitely not what we saying.
You changed it.
So what we were saying when we brought this up, that Ray said, I know some women who sat on top of my boy, and in order to get pregnant, but some shit happened like that. That some women just sit on top like I want it. It's happened and ain't no pushing up. But when I got full control, like if I'm from behind or missionary, whatever, the side, however we doing it, and I got full control, I control where it's going. I'm okay. Get it out. Like
what? And it's into that.
That's I ain't doing nothing. I'm lifting me. I ain't lifting. That's different.
Let's reverse this, Joy.
Okay.
If the dude pumping you and shit, and you don't want him to come at you, and he do it.
How you gonna stop him? You gonna push him up? Like, no, you know what you're doing. Like, you gonna slide away
out the jam and shit.
You ain't gonna, especially if he got you tell you. He just not gonna tell you. Even if he say I'm coming, even if he say I'm coming and you missionary, you're not gonna push him off you. All he gonna do is just thrust your ass harder.
Right. So and that leads us back to this. That you can't say nothing to that woman about birth control because you made this happen. You made it happen. So we can't talk about it.
That's different. That's so you 100% right with that. Like you can't complain about, man, I don't know if that's my baby if you've been out here reckless. Like that's different, right? And that go for both both parties. Like if y'all reckless, then that's different. But if you taking some precautions or fuck precautions, like again, I've seen situations where this your girl and you taking care of this kid, y'all done had a baby, and then it ain't your baby. Like y'all heard that song by Life Jennings, hypothetically. It's old. It's old. Where basically it's two different scenarios. The man scenario is like Life was out here cheating, and Life cheated. They got into it, and Life went and cheated, slept with another girl. She cheated, and she ended up getting pregnant, and the baby wasn't his. Like, but she was saying like, because it ain't your baby, don't mean that you shouldn't be the father. But you like, fuck that, I'm out. Like you tripping. Like, yeah, that you gotta listen to the whole. If you listen to the song and the little interlude afterwards, you like, hell no, what you mean it ain't my baby? Like, yeah. So that's a whole. That's pretty much the gist of it. Like, men, I feel like men. I don't feel like a man should be able to tell a woman what to do with her body, because that's her body, right? That's her prerogative. What she wants to do with her body is her choice. But I also don't feel like a man should be held captive for the decision of having a baby, because although he participated in sex with her, like a man want the baby, but the girl want an abortion. We don't get a say in that. We have no say. We are legally not obligated to nothing when it comes to a baby except taking care of it when it's born. We have no other say in nothing. Like, and I think that's fucked up. Like,
I do too. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. That's not right. She could say whatever she wants or whatever her reasons, but if he's clearly telling her like, no, I want this baby, even if we're not together, I want to take care of this baby. You know what? Not it's the throb for me. I hear you. That shit a motherfucker. But I think that's kind of fucked up. I think that if he wants the baby, then that's a conversation, and they need to talk about that, because I think that's unfair.
I've seen it. I want the baby. We're gonna take care of the baby, and I want the baby. I'm gonna be here for this baby. This is my baby. No, I don't want no kids and get an abortion. Tear that man down, like destroy his whole.
But you gotta look at this too, though. So think about this, guys. So think about this. So she gets pregnant. She say, I don't want to have it for whatever reasons. He like, no, have this baby. Being pregnant and giving birth is difficult, and it can kill you.
1,000,000%.
You know what?
It can listen. Look at it, guys. It can kill you. So if you don't think this man is worth you destroying your body or taking your life.
Well, to the point, Joy, I understand what you're saying.
Understandable.
Why you fuck him?
Say again, Cameron.
I understand your point, but why you fuck him? If you don't trust that motherfucker enough to carry his kid and put your body through that, why did you fuck him?
Definitely.
Because that's the Russian roulette of you having sex. So
yeah, definitely. And I agree with that. And to be honest, like this goes back to this one little gem that this old lady gave me years ago. She told me about making sure I have toys. She said, you make sure you take care of yourself, because you don't never want to compromise yourself for orgasm. You been an adult for 5 minutes. I'm trying to tell you.
I should see the comments. That's what I'm just saying. Like, I'm trying.
So you should always have a toy, because you don't want to compromise yourself and sleep with this man that you really don't want to be with because you need an orgasm. Shit, keep you a toy. Make sure you pleasure yourself so you don't have sex with this man that you could possibly get pregnant by, that you don't want to be bothered with for the rest of your life.
Hey, hold on. Let me get back in there. Hell, y'all motherfuckers should get a toy anyway, because shit, it might be a night that I don't want to fucking put in work. You finish yourself up.
So yeah, that too. But the bigger point in this context, it's like, look, I'm single right now. I don't really have nobody. Do I call? Do I let this guy hit that's been hitting me up for the longest? Now I done got pregnant when all I had to do was whip my toy out and get busy with this road.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so a woman should always have that so she don't have to be in them type of situations. I mean, that's how I stayed safe for all these years. I'm just trying to drop some shit.
So I wonder, when you women get a toy, do y'all suck the toy off?
What? What?
Where are we? Where are we right now? You're not there.
Because the toy got to get pleasure too.
You know. Mike, we got a comment. I know we got.
Yeah, we got a couple comments. So Kat said, Plan B.
Plan B.
Listen, but
or you could get you a Plan C. Get your ass punched in the stomach.
Whoa, you gotta relax. You gotta relax.
Your ass going to jail.
Shout out to Mitch. Mitch said a husband should have a say in birth control. Boyfriend don't. It's the guy's responsibility to get the female pregnant. What you think about that? Should a husband have a say in birth control when it comes to his wife?
Definitely.
You think so?
Hell yeah. So here's the thing. This is how I feel about marriage. I don't belong. Once I done married you and dropped my daddy's last name, I belong to you now. So what you saying to me goes. That's how I feel.
You are tripping.
I'm tripping.
You ain't nobody property. What the hell is you talking about? You sound like you cattle or some shit.
So like I'm progressive as fuck. But it's some things. Listen, it's some things that I still like. You know, I'm kind of old school about. Like, I belong to him now. Like, I'm his wife.
So being his wife and being his property is two totally different things.
Wait, so what? If we gonna talk about this birth control, if he like, look, this ain't good for the family.
Well, I agree that it should be a conversation amongst y'all that y'all figure out, right? But what I ain't telling you how to live your life or your marriage or whatever. But I'm just saying I'm his property. That's kind of strong. Like, nah, he ain't nobody property. Like,
I don't know.
Like what are you, cattle? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not. I'm a whole human being. But I'm just saying, it's just certain things that a wife's supposed to do and a husband expects out of his wife, and I'm down with it. That's just how I roll. Like, I'm okay with that. A lot of women may not feel that way, but I am. Like I said, I'm progressive in a whole lot of other ways. But it's some things like my husband say so, then that's what my husband said. Like, I got his last name now. I don't belong to my daddy no more.
You know what? I definitely see.
Hold on. This what a cap shit lies. You don't even listen to your fucking daddy. How you gonna listen to your husband?
That's because my daddy live in Memphis.
You know what? I like Joy's point, but I do see what you're saying, Mike. You're not nobody, daddy or nothing, but it should be a relationship that both of you guys should be pulling together.
Yeah, and if he says something, that's my husband.
I mean, I'm not saying he don't gotta say. I'm not saying that's. But what you're saying is two totally different things, though. You do realize that, right? You're saying that what my husband says go. I'm his property because I gave up my daddy last name, and being his wife is like a totally separate thing. Like you
absolutely right, Mike. I'm not gonna argue with you about that. I'm not gonna argue with you about that. However, the way I feel, if my husband said it, that's it. That's it.
I can't question that.
That's it. Don't question my submission. But right now, as a girlfriend, I'm doing what the fuck I want. No, I'm just playing. My boyfriend, on the other hand, that's something totally different. But whatever. No,
so Kat says she on the fence about that. It could be a conversation, but don't tell her what to do with her body. I get that.
Your husband, though, like.
I don't know.
She say, Kat say, we become one, but I'm not your property. Don't need a Harpo in my life.
Harpo ain't gonna beat me. Harpo will not beat me.
Mitch agree with you, Joy. Mitch agree with you.
Yeah, and that's great. And everybody will find their person that aligns with those same values that you have. And I will have a husband that understands that and won't mistreat me because I am submissive that way.
I'm
You
curious.
That ain't being submissive.
no. I'm just talking about all the aspects. I'm just thinking about a whole lot of things.
I get you.
So
I get it.
So I'm wondering, is Cat married? Because
Cat gonna respond to that.
Oh, she gonna respond to that shit.
About
I
if
can't
she's
wait to
married.
see that shit pop up.
About if she's married or not. But so like we could come up with a million different circumstances about should men have a say in birth control, right? Like what if now let's speak in single terms, although okay. Kat says she's divorced, but she has a boyfriend, right? To answer your question.
That is so nice that she has a boyfriend.
Told you to have a boyfriend. Go ahead.
But
so let's speak as if we were single right now, right?
Okay.
Let's say you and a chick, y'all just been messing around for a while. Like y'all been dating, hanging out, casual sex here and there, but you still out here, you doing you, she doing her, whatever, right? And then she become pregnant. Does he have a say in birth control then? Like if she says she want to have this baby and it's his, would it be offensive if he said he want a DNA test and should he have a say in that?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I wasn't always in a relationship. It was a time that I had a person that I would sleep with off and on. We weren't in a relationship. We just had an understanding. And if I had have gotten pregnant, he wouldn't have to say shit to me. I would have told him, like, we're not in a relationship. We're not trying to build together. So this wouldn't be a good idea. This would.
But the question was, if you was to get pregnant, so if you asked him for a DNA test, that make it really sound like that you thinking about going through the whole process of having.
What I'm saying is I can't even answer that question because I'm telling you what I would do. You hear what I'm saying?
What would you do if you decide you want to go through the process of having that baby?
I wouldn't. I can't answer that. Like I can't I can't do a hypothetical with that because why would I be trying to have a baby with somebody I'm not in a full relationship with? I'm sorry. I grew up in a 2-parent household and I wanted to raise my children the same way. So I would never have put myself in a situation like that. It wasn't bad.
You just out here fucking killing souls.
First of all, I'm not gonna even be offended by that. I'm not gonna be offended by that. But it was no accident that I didn't have my first baby until I was 30. Do you hear me? So we're gonna end that right there.
Like, bang, bang.
So what you got about that, Ken Ray? So what you gonna do?
Okay. Man, you got a lot of souls that gonna be meeting you in heaven.
So I got some more comments before I want you to respond to that question too, though, Ray. But before you do, I want to read it. I got 3 comments that I want to read. Well, 4 now. So one is from Mitch. He said, "A good man won't mislead you intentionally, especially your husband who chose to marry you." In most cases, I hope that's the truth, but I know some suckers. I know some suckers too, bro, who will do some sucker shit. So I'm with you. Kat left a message saying, if y'all not together and she's fucking around, I would definitely get tested to see who the daddy. And I don't think ain't nothing's wrong with that, right? Like I feel like that's a valid reason for having a DNA test. Like we not exclusive, and even if we are, like me, if I felt like I had to question that. That's not a slight to you. That just mean like, I just want to make sure. For real. And I think that's what I'm gonna get a little deep here. I think that's what a lot of people lack in that they take offense to the fact that we've been together or we together that says that if I ask for a DNA test, like you feel offended as if I don't trust you or yet you're wrong. What if I'm just so used to living a certain lifestyle for myself and I'm just so used to having control, and it's one of the situations that I don't have no control over. So before I relinquish, before I become vulnerable to this situation, because I don't have no control over it, what if I just need that closure for me to know this is my situation? Because let's be clear, once you have that baby, you have no control over it. Like you co-parenting, but you just going with the flow of of everything, and everybody else drum. I mean, not everybody else, but you, the mother and that child, you beating to that drum. Like you have some say as a father, and as a father, you do have a say. I'm not saying you don't have a say or you don't have no control, but you don't have control of the birth. You don't have control of if she want an abortion. Hell, they don't even acknowledge you in the damn doctor's appointment when you going to the doctor.
Facts.
That is not true in all cases. Like, come on, stop, guys. Stop.
Everybody I know who was going to the doctor's appointments, you were just sitting there. Y'all wasn't pregnant. She was pregnant. Y'all wasn't pregnant. She was pregnant. When you said something, it was like, yeah, whatever, ma'am. Like, damn, bro. Like, I did not just ask. But that's a whole different, dynamic. We have another comment that I want to read real quick. Hold on, Kat. I'm sorry. It's about that time, Banton. I get what she's saying, but I do believe that it should be a conversation and both parties should agree. But just because the man say something doesn't mean that that's the final word. It must be agreed upon both of you. Both parties happy is ideal. 1,000,000%.
Yes.
1,000,000% agree with that.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. If you can't have a conversation with somebody, you ain't got no business sleeping with them. So that is the biggest PSA. Like all this reckless ass fucking around and sleeping with different men. If you're a woman, or sleeping with different women and you a man, that shit is whack to me.
Man, if you just canceled out all the dudes buying pussy, man.
I mean, but buying pussy is something different. If you done bought some pussy, there's no question that you got to have an abortion because that's her profession. You finna fuck her money up. But in all seriousness, like, you got to be able to have that conversation. It cannot be uncomfortable. You guys have to come to an agreement.
Like, Mitch left a comment that I completely agree with, which is a DNA test should be done at the hospital at birth, period, unless the parents don't want it. Ooh. Now, I agree with that. I agree with that because that gives both parties some type of leverage, and like,
whoa, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect.
How would you feel about that? If both parties are able to get, if the hospital automatically, if both parties agree, does a DNA test, or if one party is indifferent, does the DNA test, is that suffice? I think so.
Ooh, that's difficult. Like, I don't know where I'm at with that one. So we done went through this 10 months of pregnancy. You done been with me this whole time. We done bonded and did all of this shit. Now you want a DNA test? So what if now it's not your baby and I spent these 10 months with you, right?
You foul. You foul as fuck.
Say the woman didn't know. Say she was unsure. Now she's okay. Listen. She didn't know. She was unsure. So she done spent this whole time with you.
So she spent time
Pause. Hold on. This is why I'm gonna pause you. Because cool, it's one thing to be unsure, but it's another thing to know. You know who you fucked in this time frame.
Clearly.
So don't say like, don't make it like the guy wrong for saying. You see how you just tried to
No. You never let me finish.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It makes to
Let's go.
You never let me finish. So whatever the reason. So now we done spent these 10 months. You getting my fat ass some Lawrence Fisheries and motherfucking Cold Stone
mashed potatoes from Popeyes. If you
know, just dumb shit. Mm-hmm. We get to the hospital. We take this DNA test. Now this baby ain't yours. So what, you gonna be out? So them 10 months didn't mean shit. We didn't bond or nothing and do any of those things. So, you know what I'm saying? So what the fuck are we doing that for? Like, why did we wait till we got to the hospital? Your ass should have been out months ago. So I could have been preparing.
No, I think
let me say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Come on, man.
To that point, he's buying all that shit because he's trying to avoid being put on child support.
Not even that. What if he believes in his heart of hearts what if he feels like he's unsure if he's a father, but if he is, he want to make sure that he's doing the right thing and he's gonna be there every step of the way just in case it is his. Y'all don't watch Paternity Court. Hold on. Do y'all watch Paternity Court?
No, I don't, sir.
I'm a big fan of Paternity Court. I ain't watched it in a while, but I used to watch Lauren Lakes on Paternity Court all the fucking time, right? And although it's fake, I do know paternity court is fake because I seen the cap shit that happens on paternity court. But one of the things that I loved about Lauren Lake is she give these young people, and I ain't just saying men or women, people, or not just young, she give people some great advice on parenting or the decisions that they make, rather. And one of the things that I commend men on is being there for a kid, even if you don't know if that child is yours.
Okay.
Because you being there to take the steps to prepare for this baby, because it's potentially yours, is dope. And when you listen to a lot of these people situations in their cases, you hear it's because their father wasn't there, or their father didn't provide something that they needed, so they want to make sure that they did everything that they were supposed to do. So when the birth of this child happens, although I'm not 100% clear or for certain that this is my baby, I do want a birth control. I do want a DNA test. Why take offense to that? Like I ain't.
No, I ain't saying even take offense. But you didn't went the whole. You didn't went the mile. Like, come on, you didn't.
So I signed this birth certificate and everything, and the DNA results come back that it ain't my baby. Then what?
You already decided to be here when you just seen me through this whole.
Oh my God! You sound like one of them girls on paternity court.
I got a question because Mike, you've been running your mouth a lot. Let me talk.
Talk your shit.
What you got?
Joy. So he invested that early time in this baby or whatever, and it's not his. Then you worried about that nigga not coming back. Why don't you go see the nigga that you fucked? That's his baby.
Come on.
Why don't you get whatever?
Because he ain't shit. Y'all don't watch paternity court. No. They can't even find that mug most of the time.
Usually the person that's there is the one that you want raising your child, not that shit bag. That's usually what it is. Because I have, I actually have a buddy, he dated a girl. He dated a girl and shit. She went off, did whatever for a couple of months. She came back, said she's pregnant. He ain't never had sex with her, but he decided he wanted to be there.
Okay.
He wanted to be there. He wanted to be there. Okay, yeah, he got some afterwards, after the fact. But he wanted to be there. But it was just the fact that he really, really loved that girl. He wasn't a dirtbag, but it seems like I notice a lot of women go back to the good dude after they let the dirtbag slut them out.
Slut them out? Slut them out.
What I'm saying?
So soon as a woman, so be clear, so soon as a woman sleep with two guys, she slutted out now. Fuck out of here.
Let's go.
Regardless.
Fuck out of here.
What it is. Regardless of how you see it, you went and slutted yourself out, and you come back to the good dude that that's gonna take care of your damn kid and shit.
So now a woman can't be. Now a woman can't be sexually liberated without being called a slut. So that's what
waiting on this. I was waiting on this part of it.
So that's where we are. She a slut because she done slept with two men.
Regardless of what it is,
you fucking caveman.
Fuck with me first instead of going to be a slut. You know what? I had this shit because I am a guy that have principle. I have been the guy that they always see. They come back to me after you fuck this dude. You know what?
Well, shit, it sounds like you fucking gullible then. So don't get mad at her.
You know what? I ain't been gullible because I didn't get my dick up either. I didn't spend my fucking money because I'm sitting here and shit. I'm waiting for my slut time too.
I am very upset. I ain't gonna say mad because dogs get mad, but I'm very upset that you called a woman for sleeping with two men in a small window a slut. What's wrong with that?
Dude is a slut in that window too. If he do it, what's wrong with that?
Y'all call me a hoe every show. Don't do that. Every show y'all call me a hoe, and I'm like, damn, I wasn't that bad, was I?
It's okay. It's okay if a woman want to be a slut. I don't have a problem with that. But don't
let's use another word. How about we do that? How about we use another word that's not derogatory? Just say she's sexually.
A good guy should not be penalized or demonized for choosing to stay with a woman until he knows for sure or not.
Yes, I am.
1,000,000%.
Yes, I am, Mitch. Yes,
what?
Mitch.
Explain why. Explain
because
why.
that's what I'm saying. If you already
because I didn't read that comment.
Go ahead, Joy.
Put it back up there. So here's the thing, Mitch. Like I said, if you done been through all these late nights, Lawrence fishery runs, and all of this shit, and then you go wait till the baby be born to get a DNA test to find out it's not yours for you to be out, why did you even stay to begin with?
Why shouldn't he stay? Because it's a chance that it's his baby.
So why? So what you waiting for? So
he want to make sure it's his. He can't wait.
You didn't put me now. My hormones is all out of whack.
So let me ask you a question. What if you 6 months pregnant and he say he want a DNA test while the baby's in the womb? You okay with that?
So I don't want to speak on something. Let me finish.
Mm-hmm.
Let me finish.
I'm listening. Let's go.
I don't want to speak on the scientific statistics with that. I'm not really sure. I'm not. If I have to take it and it could be what I could cause harm to my baby, then I think that's fucked up. But if it's completely safe and you want it while I'm kind of further along in my pregnancy, yeah, for sure we can do it. But now you want me to risk my health or my baby's health to get your broke ass a damn DNA test.
What if I got some money though? Why I gotta be broke?
Because y'all done got me mad. So now I'm just saying anything to get y'all mad.
but wait, go ahead, Ray. Go ahead, Ray.
No, I'm just joking. No, on a serious note, I'm be serious right now. If it's gonna be a danger to my health or my child's health, I think that's kind of foul. If it's okay and be safe, then definitely I would understand why you want to do that. But don't invest all this time for you to actually leave later if it's not your baby. Because if you're deciding to stay without a DNA test, then you're taking responsibility. Like, come on, guys. Like, let's be for real.
No. Really, it's more of it's like it's a chance that it's my baby, and I want to be to my soul. I want to be morally responsible, just in case it is my child. But if it's not my child, then I think you need to. If I choose to stay, I choose to stay. But if I don't choose to stay, then you need to really figure it out with the guy that you laid with to have that baby with.
But now you want to
wait. This speaks to the next comment. Shout out to Kat. Kat said, if I tell him I'm not sure if so, you might not have the golden ticket, and he wants to help me and wait to see if it's his and make a choice to leave. If not, if it's not his, I can't be mad, but appreciate being there if needed. And if he stays, then I'm good. I would take a test, DNA all the way. We're not kids. We need to be accountable. And 1,000,000% I agree with that. Everybody needs to be accountable. So you can't be mad that he want a DNA test. Like, I don't think that's foul of him if he there, but he not for sure that if it's his baby. Kat is not rocking with you, Ken Ray, for saying women are sluts. And in the comments they said that we should use a different word. SK say, what about a thought?
No, like
okay, you could be
none of that is okay. None of that is seriously, none of that is okay. If a woman was going to be sexually liberated, just let her be. Like, it's 2021. Don't judge her. But seriously, I want to go back to this. So you want to say you want to stick with her and you're not really sure until the child is born, and you want to leave her if it's not your child after she's given birth. Like, her hormones is all over the place. Postpartum depression is real.
Facts.
Postpartum depression is real.
Facts.
You stuck with her and you think maybe this is it, and you leave her. That can be so damaging. It can be damaging.
So hold on, Joy. Hold on, Ray, because it leads to one of the best comments of the night, and it's a question in particular for you, Joy.
Sure.
So Joy, would you rather he leave and come back when the baby is born and take the test, or would you rather him just not take the test at all and just stay? Because
you better tell me right now. You better tell me right now when I think I'm a couple weeks pregnant that you want a DNA test so we can get this shit out the way so I can figure out what I'm finna do.
Hold on. Okay, I think this would have helped clear this situation up, Joy. And I don't think you're this type of person, but I gotta ask it this kind of way, right? Say you at the time you slept with two guys in a time frame that you could particularly be pregnant. Would you tell both parties, or would you just tell one and hope it's his? I think that's what an answer would have to come from.
No, because that's being deceitful. So if so I'm just all hypothetical. So if I'm sleeping with a couple men in a small window and I got pregnant, apparently I don't care about neither one of them motherfuckers. So I would probably not even talk about it, because I do believe in abortions. Because if I'm really not sure, I don't care about either one of them if I was sleeping with them in that small window. So I can't really answer that. I would have to take care.
So let's answer it from a hypothetical perspective. Okay. So if let's say you're dealing with two guys at the same time and you wind up pregnant, right? Mm-hmm. Now, telling both of them will give both of them the opportunity to step up or fall back, right? And one may step up, both may step up, which is great. It could be three of y'all in a hospital, going to the doctor's appointment, and everybody doing what they need to do to take care of this baby before it's being born, right? I think, that's why I don't think it's fair for you to say he's wrong for being there the whole time if he's not made aware that there's somebody else, because and he don't know. It's not fair to him. Like you took away his option. You took away his. It's like a man cheating on a woman, right? And if you hear women say it all the time, if you cheat on me, it's one thing, but you took away my option to stay, right? Because you was deceitful in telling me that what was going on with you, right? So it's the same situation. Like, you take away that man's option. So do you still think it's like he foul if he leave?
I'm really trying to process this hypothetically. Like, I try to talk about everything as it relates to me and how I've handled or how I would handle something. I really don't have an answer for that. Like, because I can't put myself there. Like, I don't really think I can come with the intelligent answer, because I cannot see myself in that situation. And that's why I try to answer everything by putting myself in that situation or with the situation I've already been in.
Man. So just be straight up. Just say you going to the chop shop. You ain't gonna be processed none of this shit.
Wait, so Joy, Joy, you're getting a lot of comments right now, right? So when you spoke about, women go through postpartum and it could be very damaging to her and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. As Kay said, it can be damaging when a man finds out that the baby isn't his. Like, that's just as damaging. And what I feel like a lot of times, I'm gonna ride for us, fellas. Don't worry. I feel like women doesn't account a man's feelings all the time, right? Like, they act like we don't have them. They act like our feelings don't get hurt. No. I don't know what planet you from, but I'm from Earth, and I got feelings, and I'm gonna display and tell you mine. You ain't gonna have to figure out how I'm feeling, what's going on with me. This shit would hurt my feelings.
You guys touching stories before we even got on air about my little kid getting ready to go out the door and stuff.
Yeah, that was super fucking weird. I was uncomfortable.
That was not weird. That was a man being vulnerable, telling you exactly how he feels. Why would you find that weird?
Because he be cussing my ass out every week. That's all. I just haven't seen that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't seen that, so I'm
that's different.
What the fuck is wrong with him? Like, he missing his son and shit like that. What the fuck is going on?
And that's the thing about us. With us being with our kids that we actually want, we
dead. I'm weak. I'm so weak right now.
So wait. So Keisha said, yes, you can be sexually liberated at the end. I'm sorry. Yes, you can be sexually liberated, but at the end, you can't just pick who you want to be with your baby daddy. It don't work that way.
Definitely.
So, Joy, take yourself out of the hypothetical. What if it was your son, brother, or friend? How would you want your son to handle it? How would you feel if you found out that that's not your grandchild after spending money and bonding with that child? Like, how would you? Great question, Mitch. I appreciate it.
With some good ones.
This is not fair. Because I don't give a fuck about my two brothers being wrong. Guess who I'm riding with? My two brothers. I don't care. I know that sounds so
Wait,
fucked
what?
up.
That's the most fucked up cliche
I
shit.
know, ain't it bad?
It's like it's super double standard right now.
I
Who
know,
are
they're my
you?
brothers. They're my brothers. And I'm the oldest too, so it's like I ain't finna let no broad mess with my little brothers because I know what brides be doing. Like, they're my little brothers. So it's like,
Who are you right now? Because you such a double standard right now. Like
I am.
So it's okay for your little brothers. Your little brothers can't go through that, but the guy
all, they ain't finna go through it because if they listen to all the shit I done told they ass because I'm so much older than them, then they ain't gonna be in no trouble. They ain't gonna be in no trouble if they listen to me. But you're right. But on a serious note, but on what you say?
In a perfect world.
Whatever. But no, on a serious note, I really would give them the best advice I could. If she told you early on, like, look, I'm gonna ask them all the questions like, how you think she out here? Like, is this your girlfriend or there's somebody you smashing? Like, should we ask for this DNA test? Tell me how you feeling. I would try to get the whole
what story. If you say she wifey? Like, I love her, we rocking, everything cool, but I just don't know. But I just don't know. But what if you say everything is cool, but I just don't know?
Then I would ask them, like, did nothing else matters? If you love her and you want to still be with her no matter what, no DNA test.
What?
Yeah.
What if it, so what if it ain't his baby though, Joy?
They want to be together, right?
I don't know.
You guys okay, so here's the thing. You guys have stepchildren, right?
That's different. That's different.
I know that's different. I know that's different. I know that's listen.
They weren't potentially mad that I didn't know about.
Listen,
I didn't know.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm understanding that. What I'm saying is, it's not impossible to take care of a child that you did not make. That does not belong to you biologically. But if you love her and you want to be with her, then be with her regardless if that child is yours or not. That's all I'm saying. I want my siblings. Whatever.
Joy, I hear what you're saying, but in that particular choice, I didn't.
Joy, you're wilding.
I'm wilding. I'm wilding.
Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like,
no.
Let me take this one. In that case, I didn't have a choice to send that kid to the top. So, I didn't have a choice.
Come on, guys.
That kid was there. You know what? And I have to. If it was the case of somebody that I chose that already have a kid, I would have to, understand that situation, that I'm going to, with the situation I'm going to, and take her like take that child like I'm taking her.
Yeah, and I understand. Yeah, and I understand. That's why I was saying, like, y'all calm down a little bit. I understand the difference between stepchildren and then a child. You don't know if it's yours or not. All I was saying is, if you love her and you want to be with her, then don't ask for a DNA test and fucking move on. That's what I'm saying. We never talked about loving.
Why not though? If I ask for a DNA test and it ain't mine, how the fuck are you mad at me? Why you not mad at you? Like, what are you talking about? Why would you be mad at you and not mad at me?
See, do you watch Maury?
No,
watch Paternity Court? Like, what?
No, I don't watch Paternity Court. Like, listen. First of all, y'all not finna fucking attack me tonight.
I am, because Ermina said she has an obligation to tell all parties involved. Men get the easy pass to stay or go. Women don't. But we can't be mad if he chooses to leave. He got options. But we can't be mad for being sold a dream. At the end of the day, it's mama's baby, which is 1,000,000% the truth, which is the whole point of this whole conversation, that is mama's baby regardless. Mama got the choice to do what she want, when she want, how she want. We don't. We have no say-so in nothing. We have no say-so if we want to be dads. We have no say-so if we don't want to be dads. You know how many, as me and my homies would say in private conversation, I'm gonna say this. You know how many keep a nigga babies it is out here? Yeah.
A lot.
Do you know how many kids? Do you know how many kids mad at their father right now because he ain't in their life because they mama? You ever heard that part? Was it on the Chronic 2000, Ray? Where he was? It's an interlude where I forget the rappers who were speaking, or a comedian who was speaking where he say, talk about the keep a nigga baby and say, why mama don't tell the truth? Mama was a hoe. She was out here. She tried to trap him, and it didn't work. So, he ain't want to stay, and she had the baby, and so he mad at his dad for not taking care of his responsibility. But she ain't, he ain't want the responsibility in the first place. So you mad at him like, nigga, you wasn't there, you wasn't taking care of me. But
that's different though. That's what I'm just saying. That's different.
How is it different from you being accountable for knowing that you fucked with two of us? What's the difference?
What you want to do? You want to stay or you want to go? Let me know right now. Let me know. You want to stay or you want to
go? You know what? I've been waiting for the term that I should use because I was told not to use the word slut.
Nothing. It's just regular.
Wait, hold on. Vaughn said, if I'm asking for the DNA, I don't love that woman enough for me to trust her.
There it is.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with love, bro.
But no. You
can love her all you want. Hold on. Let me respond.
Okay, go
You can love her all you want. You could be madly in love with her. You could be there doing what you need to do and take care of her, regardless of how much you love her. Shit, love don't mean that's your baby. So do you love her enough to take care of that baby if it ain't yours? And if you do, salute to you, my brother.
Right, and that's what I say. And didn't I just say it about my brothers? I'm going to ask them what you want to do. Are you going to be with her regardless because you love her and you care about her enough?
So are you telling your brother that he fouled for asking for a DNA test regardless if he doesn't feel secure enough to know that it's his baby? Is he wrong?
Y'all talking to me? Y'all talking to the people?
I'm talking to you. Do you love your brother enough? Are you saying your brother is wrong to tell you, yeah, I love her, but I don't know if this baby mine? Is he wrong? If he's saying I love her and I know what we was doing, but I want a DNA test just so I can be sure. Is your brother wrong for saying that?
So what are we gonna do? So what is that going to prove? Is it going to decide whether you're gonna stay or you're gonna go? You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna determine what I'm doing.
And finish your question, Joy. I'm gonna throw you a bone, Joy. After this one, finish what you do.
No. It was just about like it doesn't. I'm gonna ask them like, does it matter? Are you gonna stay if it ain't yours? Like you gonna leave? Like what are we doing? Like I want to know what the end result is. I'm not really saying he fouled, but it's just a manner about going about it. What I got upset about was Mitch talking about we gonna wait till you didn't have this baby and now we're gonna do the DNA test for you to figure out if you're gonna be out. Now that's
because okay, like you kind of again, Joy, you might G, but you kind of contradicting yourself because you ain't gonna take the DNA test in DNA test in the womb, so I don't have a choice but to get it afterwards.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't pick and choose what part of the
you forgot I said we could take it if it's gonna be no harm to myself or my baby. You forgot I said that?
But let's be clear, it's invasive. We don't really know, right? Like it's super invasive. We don't really know.
Yeah, and at the end, we'll still get you some Popeyes. So when the test is over, you can eat your chicken.
So cool. Like I can't tell you how to feel. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, I don't think it's wrong for a man to ask for a DNA test like that. That shouldn't be. You shouldn't be offended for that.
Well,
especially if you know it's more than one potential father.
Let me change the pace.
All right, guys.
I'm getting ready to flip it real quick.
Okay, guys.
There are some. I believe there are some guys out here that ask for DNA tests because they're paranoid because of the bullshit they on.
That's very possible as well. Why do you assume the guy's gonna leave if the test is negative? 9 times out of 10, he gone.
Because what you asking for?
I ain't gonna even cap. I ain't gonna even cap. If my wife, my girlfriend had a baby during us that ain't mine, I'm out. Like
you know what, Mike?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Let me get in on Mike.
Let's go
on that one. Let's slow that down.
Let's go.
When you married, that's a whole different animal. So you're not gonna just say you gone.
Listen to me.
Come on now.
I'm not taking care of no another man, baby.
Regardless of
during me. Now, whatever happened prior to me, cool. During me, I'm not taking. Are you kidding me?
That's what you say now.
Listen,
you never know.
Never know.
Truth be told, I can't say it, but how I feel right now, I'm not taking care of no other man, baby. Matter of fact, like I hope I wouldn't be resentful to that baby. And what I mean by that is like I ain't your daddy. I ain't gotta love you. Like, let's be clear. Emotions is a motherfucker.
I ain't gotta love you.
I don't gotta love you. I don't owe you nothing. That's your mama. You your mama's. You ain't mine. It might sound foul, but it's true. So
Mike, you told us you're not gonna let that kid get in the Christmas picture.
No, I'm not saying that. I ain't an evil motherfucker. I ain't evil. Like the kid ain't here. I'm pushing it. I'm kicking his foot down and all that shit. I ain't evil. Like I wouldn't do that. But if I truthfully don't feel like I can handle taking care of another man, baby, I'm just gonna be honest with how I right now in this conversation and how I feel. I don't feel like I will be able to take care of another man's baby right now. If my wife came and said she was pregnant and don't know it's mine, know for sure if it's mine, we probably signing them papers.
Hey,
like, I no cap.
On some real shit, if my wife came to me talking about she's pregnant from somebody else, I'd be like, damn, it must be Jesus.
Well, that's a different. That's different though, right? But you give. So let's just say that she did come to you and say she was pregnant. You taking care of somebody else, baby?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with this one. I don't know.
Damn. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Here's the thing. I'm not in the situation. I can sit here and scream, hell no, hell no, hell no. No. Mm-hmm. But you're gonna weigh the situation of in my case, I'm almost 10 years married.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna wait 10 years, you invested in this person on one night.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and that's what's up.
Hopefully one night. Hopefully one night.
One lucky sperm of that night.
Okay.
You know what? Because there's some people out here, I'm not gonna lie, there's some people out here, not my case, that are in open marriages or whatever.
Right.
Whatever the situation that they got going on in their household. But this happened.
Mm-hmm. So
if I can't say until I'm in that situation.
I dig that. I'm just being honest.
Whatever scenarios that our relationship is at that moment. Now, if our relationship is on rocky, it's already rocky, of course, that is my excuse to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not rocky, I don't know.
Yeah.
Of course, I'd be devastated.
And let me tell you something. I appreciate that transparency and that honesty.
100%.
Just because I was telling you, like, you don't know. You don't know how you can feel. You can say and scream all day how you gonna react, but your feelings for that other person
I'm gonna be honest.
Will drive a different.
For me, listen, emotion. I get it. I'm gonna be transparent as well. I get it. I can't say I will leave for sure, but right now I will be on the side of I'm out. And we great. Me and my wife good. We ain't got no issues or nothing like that. But
just that baby,
I don't believe I can handle taking care of another man's baby. Like, I don't see that for me, right? Like, and it ain't. I wouldn't be mad at her. I wouldn't be like, how dare you? Like, I wouldn't hold it against her. I just gotta go because I don't know if I can handle seeing that one that. I'm gonna say it, although I shouldn't say it, but I don't know if I can handle seeing that mistake every day.
Well, here's another scenario.
That shit difficult. I can tell you what I do though.
Like, that's different, right? Like, that's
it definitely would be hard. But here's another case. What if you having sex with your wife on a regular? If you having sex with her on a regular and she tells you it's a possibility it could be blah 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 over here,
right?
And it's a possibility it can be yours.
Right.
So you sitting there, so you know that it's a possibility it could be yours.
I didn't say I'm out right away. You got to make sure it's yours, right? Yeah,
You find out it's yours. You didn't already, like, going back to Joy's scenario. You over here bringing Popeye's chicken, rubbing the belly, and all that shit.
100%.
Because there's a possibility that it's yours, and you were married to this woman, and then you find out that it's not yours at the end. You saying that you out?
It take a different level of commitment and love. I ain't saying I don't obtain that, right? Because that changes the scenario, right? It means like I'm drawn in. So then again, maybe. But then I also gotta not only have a different level of commitment and love for my wife and myself and our marriage. I gotta have a different level of love for this guy because he's this baby father.
Yeah.
So I gotta be able to love him enough to understand that what they had was brief and that we gonna take care of this baby now. I don't have no say so when it come to this child. So what they decide to do as parents, as far as certain things, I gotta go with that and still try to fill out my way and how I would be involved. You know what I'm saying? Like that take a whole different level of a man.
But let's take this a little deeper. If you know how old school, if you take it back to the 50s and 60s where people would have families on other blocks and shit like that. Come on, man. You have an uncle or a cousin, you be like, the mama that had all these kids and shit, you like, man, that motherfucker don't look like my uncle.
Look different.
That motherfucker look different.
That one different. Yeah, definitely.
But daddy's over here doing the same thing on the other block, as they say, you know, mama's baby's daddy's maybe.
Right.
That was the case because of daddy's out here over here, and mommy like, okay, I'm gonna get your ass back. You had this little motherfucker you raising that look like your cousin Cedric over there.
Your cousin Cedric though.
But that's the shit that happened.
Damn. It did. And there was some strong women. There was some strong
and back in those days, they did not have DNA tests. It was more for the honor system of, damn, you hold them up to the sky, or you have grandma
or mom's like, yeah, that ain't your baby. Yeah, that's your
baby and shit.
It's like the mama test.
Wrong than a motherfucker too. That wasn't always 100% accurate. Like
facts.
Whatever.
Hold on. So SK said, what if a man found out his wife is pregnant by another man and he chooses to stay, but he says he's not helping or doing shit for the baby? No money, no babysitting, no nothing. Is he wrong?
I'm gonna spit this shit out.
I'm gonna stay because we married and we got a lot invested in each other, but that's your baby. That's your baby, not ours. Like, is he wrong for that?
I hope y'all ain't asking me.
I'm asking both of y'all. Like, how y'all feel? Like,
you know what?
Hell no. I don't know, man. Because damn, what you gonna do? Smother my baby in his sleep? Because you don't
what if he ain't an evil dude, right? He ain't doing no harm to the baby. He just want nothing to do with the baby. Like, I ain't changing diapers. I ain't taking them to school. I ain't babysitting them. I ain't doing none of that. Like you and him got to figure that out. Truth be told, I'm gonna answer this for y'all.
Yeah, please, because I can't even imagine.
I was gonna answer.
Let's switch the situation around. And say if I had a baby, right? If my wife was like that, I gotta leave. And it's not her because I don't love her or want to be with her. I gotta protect my baby. Real shit. Like I gotta protect my baby at all costs. And not saying that I feel like you showing me that. I don't know. Like one day somebody click and you might
smother your baby. The first thing I said,
drown
up. That's the first thing I said.
That and I'm not gonna let you hold me a prisoner to this relationship because you using this and you holding it over my head as often as you can. We in this together, regardless of what happened and how it happened, right? So if you can't stay, just leave. Because when the shoe was on the other foot, if I can't stay, I gotta go. Like, because I know I can't be here wholeheartedly the way that you need me to be here, or we need to be here together. I gotta balance. And so if the shoe is on the other foot, I can't let you around if you ain't in wholeheartedly. Like,
right.
So
yeah, and I totally agree. That's what I'm saying. So it's the same thing. I know this is kind of like a little off, but it's just like if you decided to stay with me because I cheated, and you're gonna keep bringing that shit up, like you decided to stay with me, so that means you accepting all of this shit.
You gotta forgive me and let it go.
Anymore, don't bring that shit up. That means you in it for the long haul. So if you decided to stay with me and you know I had this baby, then you better act right. You better act right. So I don't want to hear nothing about I ain't doing shit. That's your baby and you a dude over there. Like, nah. But I couldn't do that shit. I can't even fucking imagine. But you know what I'm saying? It's like it's so silly. Like if you're gonna stay, then that means you accepting everything.
Hold on, we got a comment from Kat. So Kat said, I know someone who got preggo cheating while married and told her husband it wasn't his because they weren't having sex. The husband said to keep that baby but can't raise it, but will help her through the process, and she moves out with monthly payments to help.
Well, that was their arrangement. That shit worked for them. Like, whew.
And in a lot of cases, if a dude said that they not helping that baby, they already gone in their mind.
Oh yeah.
Oh, facts.
They already gone. They already did. If they
I commend women. I commend women who stay with guys who have babies on them because that's
all the time. That shit happens all the time.
And I commend them because
this a whole nother show. To be honest, like we expected to take more bullshit off of you guys than you take off of us. That's very true, Mike.
No.
Boy,
you're not expected to do shit. You're not expected to do shit. What you decide to do is up to you. But I don't expect you to do shit. Who expects you to do it? Who expects you to stay? Because I expect you to stay don't mean you got to. Like,
no, you know what I mean, Mike.
No, because what I'm saying is like what I hate to hear is living up to their standards of what need to be done by women. No, hell no. You got a choice, right? But you can't say, well, we're expected to. From who?
Hey.
Okay, right. So you know this whole thing that kind of shapes out like how we live, something as a society, right? So I'm not saying it's acceptable. It
don't shape us.
We just had this whole conversation about society and our influence on how we behave and how we interact in our relationships. So yeah, it does affect us a little bit. So a lot of times when men cheat, some women will stay because you know what? That's what he do. He cheated, ain't got nothing to do with me. And
that sound like a self-esteem issue.
What you mean? Because I stayed with him because he cheated on me?
That sound like a self-esteem issue. It definitely does.
Ooh, we might gotta say this one. We might gotta say it because I got a whole spiel about that. But you guys take it a lot harder than we do. Oh my God, my girl that cheated on me. I am finna kill myself. Not really, but y'all think it's the end of the fucking world. But when y'all cheated, it was like shit, man. We was at the party, you know. I just got a little head, like it's all good, baby. You know,
I think that's anybody that felt like they got cheated on, they're gonna react like that, like it's the end of the world.
And I don't react like that. I don't react like it's the end of the world.
Yeah, we need to put a pin in that. I need a whole show dedicated to that one.
What you say, right?
I'm not gonna say that you may not act like it's the end of the world, but don't act like you ain't hurt.
Oh, I ain't never said that. No,
that's not what I said.
I ain't never said that.
That's not what I said.
No, he ain't talking about you, Joy. He talking about me.
Okay.
And what I'm saying, maybe the phrase of end of the world may be more extreme, but you feel something.
Oh, listen to me. I ain't never gonna. Let's be clear about something.
We gotta Mike.
I'm the king of petty. I'm the king of petty, right? Everybody know this. Like in my former life, I was the super king of petty, meaning you did what? Okay, and I'm gonna just say okay, and you know.
And that means you felt some type of way, Mike.
I never disagree with that.
Y'all be so damn butthurt. Come on now.
It was more your excuse to be vindictive.
1,000,000%.
And and that's your form of if you gonna
defense. It became a form of
it.
it became a form of defense that I had to check. Like, bro, you tripping. Either you gonna deal with it or not deal with it and move on, or let it go. Like, it became a defense mechanism, 100%. So when y'all call me a hoe, I wasn't just a hoe. Like, I ain't just walk out one day like I'm in these streets.
Yeah, because a woman did something to you. There's an excuse. But I need a whole show dedicated to that one.
Hey, have you guys watched the movie Fences?
What'd you say?
Fences, with Denzel Washington and
the one where his son was trying to play baseball.
Yeah.
No, I ain't seen it, but
I think he went to the army or something.
Well, he was a former baseball player or something, right?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it, but I heard it was a good movie.
But what won Viola Davis the award, the best actor, I think supporting actress award was the same where she found out that Denzel was cheating on her and had a baby. And she was crying. You could see the snot coming down her nose and all that stuff. But she went on. What's funny about the movie is he told her that, you know, he was having a baby with a younger woman. And what happened, he went to go to when the woman was getting ready to deliver, the woman died giving birth to the baby. And he went to her and asked her, hey, he's crying about this, you know, woman dying. I'm gonna need your help helping me raise this child. And she stepped up. And then later on, Denzel ended up dying maybe 5 years later when the little girl was like 5 years old or something. And she ended up raising this child like it was her own daughter.
I gotta go watch this shit.
Yeah, that's a little different.
It's a deep movie, but if you have to watch the whole movie to really get an understanding of everything that goes on in this movie. But that part right there, I could put myself in that woman's situation and say, man, that is something. That's why I said what I said earlier. I don't know what I would do.
Wow.
You think that's a lie?
What'd you say?
You said lie or why, Joy?
No, I was just saying why. Like, no, I don't want to get into that because I got a full spiel about that.
Men taking it harder only if the woman presented herself as the type who was against cheating. No man wants to know his wife is capable of sleeping with random people.
Oh, I got something for that. We got a whole nother show for that one.
All right.
Give us something now.
Huh?
I said,
because when I get started, I ain't gonna stop on that one.
If you're into a relationship with a promiscuous woman, exactly, then you might handle it better.
Exactly, because you know whether she was a hoe or not. You know.
Oh.
Don't act foolish.
And that's fact. If you
don't act foolish.
If you into a relationship with if you dealing with a promiscuous one, you could definitely handle those situations better. But it'll be easier for you to ask her for a paternity.
A DNA test.
It'll be easier.
Promiscuous girl, you know who you are. All right, that's all I got. We appreciate all y'all for tuning in, man. If you have not done so yet, please do us a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 40ish Now What, man. I am DJ M.A. Sutter. That is Ken Ray to the right of me. And underneath both of us is the lovely, very talented Joy, who y'all just harassed in the comments.
I swear. And
y'all can keep harassing her because, you know, we enjoy y'all that good stuff. We'll be back next week. Same time-ish. It's 40ish.
No black folks.
It's 40ish. Thank y'all for tuning in. We out.
Good night.